Right, well, look at the camera. Look happy. Look alive.
Never.
Oh, I tried. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Working Title Productions. My name is Ben. His name is Ed, and we're here to bring you another episode of Movie Talk. And today we have a very nice film. A film I enjoyed a lot. It's an Australian film, backing up from last week's topic about Australian films.
Continuity.
Yeah, man. Today we're talking about Lion, the film that just came out recently. It stars Dev Patel and Nicole Kidman, and it's a story of young Saru who got lost in India, found his way to Australia, and then tried to find his way home as an adult again.
True story.
Yeah, true story. And that's also pretty much the whole film. Without general spoilers, that's it. Like, the movie in a complete little bundle, packaged up very nicely. Hopefully you have heard of this film. It has been nominated for Best Picture, I believe, as well as then Nicole Kidman for Best Supporting Actress and Dev Patel for Best Supporting Actor.
Which is weird.
Because he's definitely the lead in the movie.
I tried to do some digging, and when I said I tried, I spent like 5 minutes on it.
Yeah.
Just seeing if there are any official rules about, like, any prerequisites for being nominated for lead actor or supporting actor. And it could be that he's not in the movie for over an hour.
Oh.
Because think about it, like, that first act
Yeah.
is really, really long, right?
It's the longest first act ever.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad.
And that
take
brings
notes.
us back to the movie. And that's probably my main complaint with the movie, is just that first act just takes so long. Like, there's probably some things in there that we probably don't need. Like, it's cool how it highlights the dangers for a little boy in a city he doesn't know, and he can't speak the language. It's cool in that way, but at the same time, just the fact that it just goes on and on and on.
See, I definitely thought it was a little bit long, but it didn't bother me that much because it actually brings a lot of emotional context to the film. Like, you understand exactly what this child went through, and like why, when he eventually moves to Australia, that he would completely push the memory of his real family to the back of his head, because those few months he spends, like, what, 2 years by himself in India before eventually being picked up by an Australian couple. That's, yeah, probably not something that you would want to remember. So I know, if like it definitely is a bit too long.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying it's not, but I was able to live with it. For me, I understood why the filmmakers made that choice. And there's still definitely enjoyable parts of the movie. It just it brings the pacing down a bit, and it's just a little jarring.
Well, let me remind you, well, not remind you, of a little film that we may have seen or may not have seen, called Deadpool.
Oh, yeah?
And if you think about the way that is structured, how you have the main, like, present day beats, like action beats happening, while Deadpool is telling the story of his origin story. Obviously, you don't have to have it like that, but just the way that movie used non-linearity was really, really cool.
Yeah,
it's simply because the origin was so long, and then the present plot was so short. Like, it's like 2 days.
Yeah.
And so I feel like this movie could have benefited from that as well. Like, think about it this way, imagine
From an editing standpoint.
exactly,
Yeah.
and a structural standpoint. Like, think about young Saru wakes up on the train, taking him away, rocketing him away from his home. And he wakes up, and then you have the whole yelling bit, and then Dev Patel wakes up. And that you just play with the structure a little bit, and I feel like the pacing becomes a whole lot better.
You could even, like, have him flash up and he's, like, at a football game, like an AFL game in Melbourne. No, he lives in Tasmania. What do they watch in Tasmania? Is it AFL or rugby league? I don't know. Cricket. That works. You can be in a cricket game. Yeah! See, that's the thing. Like, is it AFL or rugby league? That's the debate in winter, but then in summer it's, well, everyone watches the cricket. Yeah.
So it's good.
This film does have some. It's kind of great. This film really captures a lot of, like, Indian culture. Not that I've really been to India and understand Indian culture, but I feel like it's a very accurate representation. You know, nothing's glorified, but nothing's made to look like horribly dirty either. It's just India. It's another country with its own culture. And then Australia, a country I am well affiliated with, I feel like is represented very truthfully and very faithfully and very accurately. Certainly because this is produced by Australians, it's easy to see how the Australian side could be done the way it is. But I think I really should have asked like Megan or Bianca before filming this, but the way they film his hometown is all recreated very faithfully and very accurately, because at the end of the movie they do that thing, they show you like real life footage from the real events in the credits and stuff, and you look at some of the videos of the actual town. I'm not going to say its name because that's a pretty big part of the plot. You see the town and you see, like, and you think back to what they'd filmed in the actual movie. It's like, was it filmed on location? Because it looks like it. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It was done very, very well. Yeah. It never was. That's great attention to detail. You know, that's great commitment to actually make the flight out to India and film in all the right spots and all of that.
Yeah, and you wouldn't expect it from a movie like this, but the cinematography is actually pretty cool in parts.
There are some gorgeous shots in this movie.
They really are, like...
One of them's in the trailer, the scene where it's like the little boy walking with the butterflies. There are a handful of shots like that in this film, and they're all just amazing to watch. It's incredible. Yeah, almost up there with like Moana, which is really saying something, because that's an animated film, and you can just basically construct whatever image you want in an animated movie, whereas in real life, you have all kinds of limitations, and they're just like, it's going to look good anyway. We just know what we're doing.
Good to see that you're still in the Moana train.
Yeah, man.
Always.
Going strong.
Going strong. Yeah. And then alongside that, the movie really is carried by the strength of its performances.
Absolutely.
Dev Patel, who we mentioned, is a powerhouse in this movie. Like, I haven't really seen much of him. I just kind of, like, know of him, but, like, he was really, really good in this.
Yeah. Slumdog Millionaire.
I haven't seen Slumdog Millionaire.
Yeah, me neither. I just know that he's
good.
That.
Yeah, and he's just he just like kills it, like, as like the loving son, but like tortured by his past, and like and it's almost like tough to watch at times, just because you feel for the people around him, that
the
he's
people
like
around him really
shutting out.
Yeah.
But like you can also like see where he's coming from, because we have had that kind of like long hour of context sort of thing.
Yeah, definitely.
And then Rooney Mara and Nicole Kidman and
absolutely,
and David Wenham, all very good.
Yeah. Oh, David Wenham. Yeah. It's just like your quintessential Australian dad. He's excellent.
Do you remember what else he's from?
He's in Lord of the Rings, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, he plays.
I was thinking of something else.
Not Boromir. Faramir, the brother.
I think he does.
That they run into in the second or third. Movie.
In Two Towers. Yeah.
Yeah, in the Two Towers.
It wasn't what I was thinking of, but that's all right.
Oh yeah, what else is he in?
He's in 300. He's the narrator.
Oh yeah, he's the narrator from 300. Yeah, so definitely some talented actors. Obviously Nicole Kidman. Our local parish priest, I was talking to him about it recently.
Because we went to the same viewing.
Yeah, turns out we were at the same viewing. He pointed it out to us. Nicole Kidman is only in like 10 minutes of the movie.
I would say it's a little bit more than 10 minutes.
He was obviously exaggerating. It was a bit of hyperbole. But he wasn't wrong in saying that she's not in a lot of it. And the presence she brings in those few minutes she gets, in her limited screen time, this is actually, in my opinion, one of Nicole Kidman's better performances. Like, Nicole Kidman, she has her fans, she has people who love her, but she also has her handful of critics who really hate her as well.
Detractors, yeah.
I feel like this is the performance that really could unite both crowds a bit. She does very well. And Rooney O'Mara, you were saying it?
Rooney Mara. I
keep saying O'Mara. Sorry. That's Rooney Mara. She, in my opinion, actually gives the better supporting performance.
Yeah, Rooney Mara's really, really good.
Over Nicole Kidman.
Mostly because she's in it a lot more.
She is in it more, it's true. Maybe the Academy were just like, for those few minutes, Nicole Kidman crushed it. But for me, Rooney Mara is really the best supporting role around Dev Patel and Sunny... What's the kid's name?
Sunny Parara.
Sunny Parara, thank you.
Sunny Power.
Power.
Sonny Pawar.
Who does an excellent job. We haven't even talked about him yet.
He's good.
Little Sonny Pawar is just excellent in this movie. He gets a lot of screen time, considering that you would think most of the movie's about essentially an Australian, trying to find his Indian heritage. This is very, very, very much a story of a child lost in India and just wandering across this country for years before finally being picked up, saved from the lost children's circuit in India. And yeah, kind of living a stable and happy life. He really does an excellent job. There's a lot of emotions this child has to really capture, and he does them all really well. It's really touching, especially when you get to the end of the movie.
Yeah, like it is. It's very well made and excellently carried by the actors and actresses who are in it, and I would say it is definitely worth watching.
All right.
If you've already seen La La Land, that is.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah.
Or Moana.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the big blockbuster hits, they came out around Christmas time.
I wouldn't call La La Land a blockbuster hit.
No, but it's more popular. If you're still running through January, you still got a movie ticket left in you. You've already seen the big names that have come out. I highly recommend you guys see Lion. It's just a wonderful movie, and a testament to what Australian films can do. Yay!
We've had a solid 3 months of films recently.
Yeah,
we had a really
it's been
solid
really
back
good.
half of the year,
Yeah.
and then
It really made up for a poor middle, didn't it?
Yeah,
Apart from Civil War.
that's true.
And
Apocalypse.
Bridget Jones's Baby.
Yeah, Apocalypse and Suicide Squad and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And the theatrical cut of Baby too.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's cut all that out. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you've enjoyed this review and you want more content like this, you can hit that subscribe button below. We greatly appreciate anyone who shares the videos around. That means the world to us. We always appreciate that. If you want to have a discussion with us, let us know what you thought about Lion. You can comment down below. You could tweet to us both at Edward Nike and at BenjWaters01. Until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching and have a good one.